Welcome to Thieves' Cant, a tabletop gaming podcast with your hosts, Jeremy Shane and Chris White.
Welcome in and welcome back. Finally, Friday, it is February 27th. You're listening to Thieves' Cant. I'm Jeremy Shane.
And I'm Chris White.
Thank you for wrapping up the week right here. Thanks for listening, subscribing at thievescantcast. Remember, you can always email thievescantcast@gmail.com. And if you really want to earn some karma, then leave a 5-star review on your platform of choice. It would help the show a lot.
Yep, good karma for you. I don't know how you cash that in, but
and a free virtual high five.
Yeah,
right there.
I'm a Fallout guy, so I know about that good karma.
Yeah,
yeah. That's when you don't blow up the town. Yeah,
which is seldom.
Yes,
okay.
Certainly.
Hey, today Chris makes the call. We're going to put you in the GM seat and throw you some sticky in-game situations that might not have a clear-cut rules answer. So we need you to make the judgment call as the GM.
I specialize in sticky situations. I basically live in the web spell.
All right. Got your GM hat on.
It's on.
We'll throw a few scenarios at you. Here's the first. If a player polymorphs themselves into a beast with low intelligence, like a lizard.
Okay.
Do they retain the knowledge and mental capacity to voluntarily end the spell? Or does the little beast mind prevent this?
My wizard has polymorph.
Yeah.
I never cast it, though. I don't know why. Nobody ever wants it. I sort of use it as a, this character's about to drop, and we don't have an option.
Okay.
At that point.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
That's interesting. I've honestly, as a wizard, I would never consider casting this on myself to begin with. At least I wouldn't want to make myself a tiny little lizard. I don't.
For some reason you had to, though.
Yeah. It's interesting. Yeah, because you have the intelligence of what you transform into, but you still have your personality and alignment, is what the spell says, right? So.
And it is a concentration spell.
It's a concentration spell. So that's interesting too. Could a lizard even concentrate on this? That's I would certainly listen to arguments.
Let's assuming
you could maintain the concentration. I assume you have to be able to.
Yeah.
As you can cast this on yourself, right?
Yeah, it's any creature you can see.
So we'll assume you had the ability to maintain concentration. If you had that ability, I would assume you would also have the capability to cease concentrating. So I would say...
So that's what it hinges on.
That would be it for me. It would be interesting to hear if there's ever been an official ruling on that. But I say if you can concentrate on... Even a lizard can cease to concentrate. But yeah, that's kind of a wild choice. It has never even crossed my mind to do that for myself, because again, generally polymorph is used for us as a combat spell. It's more like somebody's low on hit points. Let's get them back up. T-Rex for you, So
right.
That would be interesting. I'd like to see an official ruling. I'm not super confident on that, but I think if you can concentrate on it, then you ought to be able to drop concentration.
Next one. When and how does passive investigation detect illusions, traps, inconsistencies in the environment without having to make active checks?
Why? No illusion questions. I should have made a rule. Illusions are the worst in D&D. I genuinely...
Mm-hmm. But we're not limiting this to illusions. It can be traps. When do you opt for active checks versus passive investigation?
I think for me, and this is hard, I cannot think of a rule that says passive investigation will just automatically let you bypass an illusion, unless you had some sort of special ability or maybe true sight or something like that. So in general, for me, I would say there has to be something to cause the, we'll say, victim of the illusion, the one being trixied, to question what they're seeing. So maybe you have an illusion that makes you appear as someone else. If they touch your face and their hand passes through your big bulbous nose, I would be like, whoa, what the heck was that, right? Or, if maybe the illusion for whatever reason does something unnatural or passes through a solid object or something like that, then I would say that creature has the option to actively begin to investigate. And that's going to depend on a lot of factors. How intelligent is it? Assuming it's, intelligence, assuming it's reasoning, if it's Sherlock Holmes, he's probably going to be more apt to make that active investigation check, because he's observant and he's noticing the details.
Yeah.
Whereas a town guard that's not very bright and is busy tending with something else might overlook it. And that really, it depends. Like, say, there's an illusion that's impersonating an individual that you're familiar with versus one you're not. Passive investigation or passive perception, is probably not going to pick up on that, which a lot of illusion spell actually have that verbiage in that it's, you have to spend an action to investigate, right? But maybe if you're familiar with the individual, you're like, whoa, something's weird about you today.
Yeah.
Then we're going to make an active check.
Okay.
Right. So that's the way I think about it. But
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. I've got one more for you. Can you ready counterspell specifically to counter an enemy's readied counterspell? We're playing with blue decks.
So counterspell is a reaction. So I don't know about readying it. We have a trigger for it. So basically you see somebody cast a spell within 60 feet, you can react and cast that counterspell. So I really feel like the question is more, can you cast a counterspell to counter a counterspell? And I think
Poorly worded question on my part then.
No, I don't think so. I think it's important for that clarification because I guess it's sort of always ready, right? It's like you got it there, like your shield spell or whatever.
Yeah.
So somebody casts a spell, you cast, or we'll say you cast a spell. You're going to cast your spell. They counterspell. Can you counterspell that? Yes, because you at that point are using a reaction. So you are using your reaction to their counterspell spell. It's still a spell being cast.
Yeah.
Right?
So assuming I've not burned my reaction on something else this round.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Now, what they couldn't do is respond again because they've already used their reaction for the round.
Yeah.
Unless I guess this could go on in a loop if you had,
Multiple
10
party members.
spellcasters,
Right.
which is kind of interesting, and everybody's burning resources at that point that it would need to be resolved. But to me, the trigger is a spell is cast and you are reacting to it. Go for it. Counter that counter and you'll get your spell off. Now, I don't know. That may have changed. I feel like that's changed somewhat in 5 point whatever we're in now. Whatever this new thing is, 2024.
5.2024.
But I know counterspell changed a little bit, but I don't have the specific details. So that's sort of going off like the 5e idea.
Seems like a clean answer. Chris makes the call.
It may not be right, but it's what you're getting today.
And if it's not, boy, send those corrections in.
Yeah, please do correct me because, I would rather, if there's a better call to be made, I'd rather make it. But that's just my off-the-cuff judgment call and deal with it.
thievescantcast@gmail.com. Hit us up in the comments below. And that is going to do it for today's episode. That'll do it for this week of Thieves Cant as well. Weekend is before us. We hope you have a great one. Maybe get some gaming in.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hopefully get my copy of Old School Essentials.
Are you going to?
It's in the mail.
Okay. All right. You pulled the trigger on that.
Yeah, I did. It's set in my shopping cart for a while there, but I finally pulled the trigger.
So she said it was okay.
Yeah, I got permission. Yeah.
Thanks, boss.
Yeah.
All right. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday with the latest news and crowdfunding. It's been Thieves Cant. I'm Jeremy Shane.
And I'm Chris White.
So long.
Thank you for listening to Thieves Cant. Email thievescantcast@gmail.com.